Is this thing on? All right, young people, I'm going to teach you how to balance equations today. This is what I would call Marshall's marvelous molecule method. This is not the only way to balance an equation, but this is the way that I find uses the least amount of math and makes the most sense to most people. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the arrow. I'm going to divide my paper in half, reactants, products. And then I'm going to look at each molecule and I'm going to draw it using the letters from the formula. So Ni, nickel, and then the parentheses with the 3 outside means that there's 3 of whatever's in the parentheses. So I'm going to write OH, OH, OH. And I'm going to put a circle around that because that's the whole molecule. See how I'm not drawing circles? I'm just writing the letters down. So it's nickel, oxygen, 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 hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. That's one molecule. Then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do it here. I'm going to do Ni, Ni, because there's 2 nickels. O, 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 because there's 3 oxygens. And that's one molecule. And finally, for water, it's H, H, O. I'm going to put a circle around that for one molecule. Now, how do I balance it? Balancing means that I'm going to make sure that I have the same atoms on the reactant side as I have on the product side. That's the conservation of mass. You have to have the same atoms on the left that you have on the right. You have to have the same mass on the left that you have on the right. But when we're balancing an equation, we're looking at the atoms. So I'm going to look atom by atom on the left, on the right. Nickel's the first one. How many nickels I have here? 1. How many nickels here? 2. That means I need another one of these. So the rule is I have to draw, I can't just put nickel down and say, okay, it's balanced. I have to draw a whole new molecule. And I'm going to go ahead and make a perfect copy of it and put a circle around it. Now I have 2 nickels. And I have 2 nickels there. So it's balanced. Now I'm going to look at the oxygens. Okay, O, O, O. O, O, O. That's 6 oxygens there. And if I look over here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need more oxygens on the product side. But that's tricky, right? Do I put another one of these? Or do I put one of those? Or one of each? That's tricky because oxygen is in every single molecule. So what I can do is, as long as I come back to oxygen, I can leave that alone for now. And I'm going to try hydrogen first. I'm going to go with which one seems easier. So let's do hydrogen first, and I'll come back to the oxygen. H, 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 6 H's on that side. And look, this is the only molecule that has H's in it over here. So if I need 6 H's, I'm going to go ahead and add in 2 more molecules of water. You see how I have 3 molecules altogether now? And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 H's. So I have 6 on this side, 6 on that side. So my nickels are good because I have 2 nickels, 2 nickels. I have 6 H's, 6 H's. And now I can go back and I got to check the oxygens. So I have 6 on this side, right? Look what happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The oxygens took care of themselves. They were much harder, so I left them to last. A lot of times what happens is the last one just takes care of itself. Not always, but sometimes that can help you. So I checked every single element, and I made sure that it all made sense. Now I'm going to write down my coefficients up here. How many molecules do I have? I have 1, 2 molecules, so I would write a 2 there. Over here I have 1 molecule, so I would write a 1 there. And remember, chemists don't really do that, but the SOL requires you to drag the 1 into the box. So we're going to practice doing that all year this year. And I have 1, 2, 3 molecules there. So my coefficients would be 2, 1, 3. All right, now I'm going to also do another example for you. And if you're following along, this is from your homework, so pay attention. Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and reset myself here. This problem is vanadium plus Zn, zinc, bromide with 2 Brs, yields, the arrow means yields, vanadium bromide with 3 bromines, and zinc metal. So this is another reaction. Let's go ahead and draw our line down right there, so divide the reactants from the products. And I've got a vanadium, so it's just one atom, and I'll just put a circle around it. Zinc, bromine, bromine. There we go. Vanadium, bromine, bromine, bromine. Circle around the whole thing. And finally, zinc, which is just an individual atom, so I've got a little circle there. All right, let's go one by one through this to see if it's balanced. All the atoms on the left have to be the same as all the atoms on the right. If I start with vanadium, look, there's only one on each side. Hey, it's already done for me. That's great. If I move on to zinc, see how I'm going methodically through it? If I move on to zinc, zinc is already done. It's 1 and 1. That's awesome. The bromines are the problem here. So if I have 2 on this side and I have 3 on this side, that means I need more bromines on the left. So I'm going to go ahead and copy over Zn, Br, Br, put a circle around it. Now I have 4 on the left, but I still only have 3 on the right. I'm going to have more on the right. So I'm going to go ahead and put B, Br, Br, Br. Okay, now I have 6 on the right, but only 4 on the left. Oh, wait a minute. Look, if I do one more zinc, Br, Br, that gives me 6. So my bromines are now balanced, which is great. And you know, this is actually very common. When I have something that says 2 and something that has 3 on the other side, a lot of times I'll have 6 is my common, the least common multiple of 2 and 3, right? So that's what, commonly that happens. If I have 2 and 3 or 3 and 2, I'll end up with 6 and 6, right? It's a little trick that you can remember. But now what I have to do is I have to go back and I have to fix some of the problems that I started. I made an extra V on the right-hand side. So that means I've got to go back and I've got to do V on the left-hand side. I put 3 zincs on the left-hand side. I've got to go back and put 3 zincs total on the right-hand side. And now everything's balanced. So when I write my coefficients, 2 there, 3 there, 2, got the line, and 3 there. The last step should be writing in your coefficients. Don't try to write the coefficients in before you start. Thanks.